Gonna start standing up for myself now.
Welcome to the Morwenna Banks Show. I'm Morwenna Banks, and this is my show.
Last night, here in Rachatnia, events took a dramatic turn. I don't think anyone in the hotel we were staying in got any sleep at all. Such was the amazing and relentless noise. The hotel shuddered with the pounding. The pounding and the pounding and the pounding. The pounding and indeed the pounding. Short break for a fag and a whiskey, and then it was back to the pounding. I was pounding on the army beef, pounding and hammering and chewing, and finally, perhaps inevitably, there was the blasting and the blooming and the blossoming and the bursting. War certainly does bring people together. But one of the more serious aspects of this tragic conflict, the economy of this region has frankly been absolutely This is Ruth Lassie reporting live from wherever. Tasty army beef, bring me the
Right, this is the big one. Just play it cool and pick your moment. Finishing touches. Tasty. That's funny. Sally's 1 second late. Women's prerogative, I imagine. Halt! Who goes there?
It's me, Sally. Your doorbell was broken.
Ah, Sally, do come in. Now, tell me this. Where would you like to sit?
Down, please.
Certainly. Food?
No, I didn't bring any.
I took the precaution.
Oh, where did you take it?
Right over there. Seat for the lady.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sally! Must have gone to powder her nose. Still, gives me time to practice my speech. Sally, you're a man and I'm a woman. And I was considering whether you'd wonder...
What?
Oh, good Lord! There you are!
Do I look slimming?
So, it's a very special occasion, Sally, so I got the caterers in.
Wow, they must be awfully tiny.
Touché! Tuck in!
Yum.
Finished?
Yes.
Naughty. Now, Sally, comes a time in every woman's life when she wants to get spliced and drop a baby. And I was wondering if you'd be mine.
Your baby?
More than that. My wife.
In there?
No, this is a ring.
So where's your wife?
She's right here.
In the box?
Too big. Can I give you a ring?
No, why can't we just talk now?
Fair enough. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Obviously, I'll get it biggened for the day. Now, might I steal a kiss from my fiancée?
Is she here too?
Very much so. Very much. Oh! Steady on, tiger!
Daddy! Wait till I tell him we're engaged. I hope he won't go mad again. I think his spell in prison has helped his temper.
Really, really hard modelling for style mags because you've got to really give it some, right? And you've got to have loads of different looks, right? This one, right, this is girl with attitude. See that, right? Now this one coming up, this one's 90s girl with attitude, okay? Get ready for it. and you can do that one like with a bucket of water chucked over you, or just like, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, dry, right, okay. This one, right, is skateboard nouveau slapper, right? It's a tiny bit like the others, but with loads more attitude. See the difference there, right? Yeah, see, not everyone can do that. And I can do that one, right, with pant top showing, or pant top not showing. And this one is, last one, right, it's my most popular. It's been on the front cover, like loads of front covers. It's the We Don't Care, We're So Young, Rich Bitch Dress Down, Slacker Slut. Oh, take it ready. Jefferson, you've got my mobile. Jefferson, you phone me osteopath.
La 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 la. Oh, my love, my beau. Can we play hide and seek now?
If my belle wishes, we shall play hide and seek.
Oh, la 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 la. You will hide your eyes and count to 10. And I shall hide, and you shall find me. La 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 la.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I wonder where my belle is. Is she frolicking amongst the wildflowers of England? No. Is she singing, shaming the songbirds up in the green bow? No, she is not. Is she swimming like a swan across these waters? I think I'll take a closer look. Why, I do believe she is. I have found my beau.
Right! No ravishing in the gazebo for you!
The thing is that since Duncan left, I've been spending a lot more time with the twins. Well, of course, I've had to. And I know it's because they're so very, very gifted that they're so active. But you do just wish that once in a while they'd just bloody shut up. Just bloody shut the bloody up for a minute, you know? And the other day, I came home from a walk, just a little walk, just to get a little space with a little me time, which, is not too much to ask, you wouldn't think, would you? No, in the few minutes that I was away, they'd taken the living room clock, that lovely clock, and they'd smashed it all to bits on the floor in the hallway, and I know it's precocious, and they were just trying to find out how it works, which is marvellous. That was a wedding present, you know? And Consuelo did nothing to stop them. In fact, I think it was her hammer they used. I actually don't like to leave her alone, because even though I explained the house rules to her ever so carefully and slowly, no shouting, no smacking, no television, no chocolate. Odin has a black eye. I'm sure they've been watching Pingu, and I think she lets them smoke. I don't know what to do. She knows a handful of English words, and sacked isn't one of them. I changed the locks yesterday, but she just kicked the back door in and carried on as though nothing had happened. Could you not do that while I'm...
Basta!
Right, yes, thank you. I'm sure Duncan would be just as concerned as I am if only his hotel would put me through to his room. But they won't. So what can you do? Oh, well, incisors are our dream tooth, really.
Yeah, much lighter, you see, much lighter.
Yes. It's the molars we hate.
Oh, huge great molars with 3 great big horrid roots.
They're terribly bulky.
But with incisors, where we could do 3 or 4 a night.
Yeah, night, yeah. Oh, but the job is changing these days. There's definitely less plaque.
But more tartar.
Oh, tartar, yes.
Tartar, yes. Of course, the money's changed. It's not sixpences anymore. It's 50p's mainly.
Mainly, yes. Sometimes pounds, but mainly 50s.
We tried to cash up the old sixpences at the bank.
Well, they said we couldn't.
Because we were fairies.
Yeah, so we had to bring them home again. And Mustard Seed took them all, and, well, he
Pissed them up against the wall, really.
yeah, really. Was that sort of thing you wanted? Because
You pick it up.
that's what we do.
The train approaching platform 3 is the 1852 Twatford service, currently running on time. However, We regret to inform you that the town of Twatford was totally destroyed by a meteorite earlier today. Sorry.
Okay, Mrs. Ashley, we've got all day.
And night, and we've got all night.
All night and all day, we got them.
So we can just stand here until you decide to say something.
Until you decide to squeal.
Remember, Mrs. Ashley, you can fool some of the people some of the time.
Half the people, quarter of the time.
And a quarter of the people, quite often.
But you can't fool us.
Much of the time at all.
Look, I said...
There's no point trying to protect yourself, Mrs. Ashley.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Or us.
Or yourself.
Because that will only land you deeper in it.
In more dirt.
In worse doo-doo.
In something bigger, smellier, and more squishy than you can imagine.
We know the truth, Mrs. Ashley. We just need you to cough it up.
Spit it out.
Spill the beans.
Smell the toast.
Drink the coffee.
Cut the cheese. So, are you with us?
Do you get the picture?
Comprendo.
Understand the dando.
Capiche? Kaplunk? So, in your own time.
In your own space.
Oh, it's all yours.
On your marks.
Get set.
Go!
Like I already told you, I did it. I murdered him. I took a knife from the kitchen and I stabbed it repeatedly in his chest while he was watching telly. After years of a terrible marriage. I already told you I did it. I murdered him.
All right, Mrs. Ashley. We've got all day.
And night.
I told you! I already told you I did it! I murdered him!
I know you did, Mrs. Ashley, but like I said, we've got all day and all night.
24 hours.
1,440 minutes.
864,000 seconds.
And quite frankly, Mrs. Ashley...
We don't have anything better to do.
Handsome big guy, you want me? I love you long time. Me so horny. You give me plenty French, Frank. I think you know what you get.
In tonight's film in our series about women who've had a major cultural influence in the 20th century, we've come to Los Angeles to meet someone who defines cinematic history, both as a queen of screwball comedy and as a quintessential doyenne of film noir in Snatches of History.
Say, kid, you're not bad looking for a director. In my heyday, they all looked like Deputy Dog in Choppers. Nothing cute. When I think of the toads I had to blow to get where I am today, Hitchcock had a bell like a prune. Has this interview started yet?
Yes, I'm afraid it has.
So anyway, forget about the old days. Now is where it's at. So my agent Marty just called me up and said they want you to play Jean Harlow in the Norma Jean Marilyn Monroe story. I said, what, are you kidding? I already played Norma Jean in the Jean Harlow story. So I said, get me scene for Betty Davis in Jane Mansfield, A Terrible Tragedy, and I'll consider Jean Harlow. He says the best I can do is get you scene for Gina Lala Brigida in Gina, you should have seen her. I said I look nothing like Gina Lala friggin' Brigida, and I put the phone down. Hey, sweetie, would you like a little pick-me-up, huh? How about that, huh? Yeah, there you go. Come on, all the great directors love to pick me up. Howard Hawks loved brandy, John Ford loved whiskey, Orson Welles loved champagne, and all the rest loved morphine, which is why I gave some to you, because God knows they pump truckloads into my ass here.
Okay, do you want to get on with it?
Are you ready to go?
How do I look?
Alive.
That's the waffle talking, you little flirt.
Okay, action!
So anyway, Marty, my agent, calls me up again and says they're making a picture about the life of Mae West called Mae West Life Without a Vest. I said I already played young Mae West in the documentary about Doris Day. Doris Day, straight or gay. I played a deaf Mae West in a porn flick biopic about Barbara Stanwyck. Barbara Stanwyck loved a big dick. And finally, I played the ghost of Mae West's breasts in the latest Madonna video. If you'll excuse me, Marty, I said I'll wait for the big one. Julia Roberts can't do everything, right? Right, so how do I look?
Still alive?
Oh, you little flirt, hand me that morphine. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, I remember when Cary Grant used to nuzzle my baby.
Prizing you, but getting it the more snatches of history.
That's it. Twinkle the cat once ate a rat, but the rat's furry bits gave Twinkle the squits.
And you first met the defendant at a Doctor Who convention. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I played the part of Corporal McAndrew in the Doctor Who adventure Invasion of the Creations.
If I might just intervene, you happen to work with the K9 at all?
Oh, yes, I did.
What is it like?
Well, it was very much like working with a normal dog, except perhaps a little less messy.
Go on, Mr. Peters.
Yes, well, as I said, I agreed to take part in a question and answer session about the Doctor Who adventure that I'd been in. And very soon, it became clear that the defendant couldn't tell the difference between the shows and real life. She was convinced I was a Creation infiltrator from the planet Cray.
And so she kidnapped you?
Yes, I must have been drugged or something. But I woke up, tied to a bed, where I was held for 8 days. And the only food I was allowed was single, solitary baked beans, which I had to earn by answering questions on Doctor Who trivia.
It sounds like a terrible ordeal.
It was.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Yes. Remain where you are, if you be so kind.
Oh, certainly. I know the drill, Your Honour. I did a Crown Court many years ago, and a rumpo.
As you may or may not be aware, the defendant in this case has chosen to defend herself. Do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Worship, thank you, I do. In the invasion of the Crazians, how was the Doctor able to identify the Crazians who had taken human form?
Your Honour, do I really have to answer this question?
If you could be so kind.
Well, I suppose it's because their hands stuck out like this. That might have given them a clue. And the fact that they spoke like this. Greetings, Doctor.
Aha!
Well, that doesn't prove anything, me knowing that.
Oh, doesn't it?
Well, no, I saw it on television, didn't I? And I was there, wasn't I?
You were there during the invasion of the Crazians?
But of course.
Aha!
What is going on here? I'm not on trial.
Aren't you? Now then, you are Corporal McAndrew from Unit Headquarters?
No, I'm not.
Aha, so you admit that you are not really Corporal McAndrew?
That was just the name of my character.
An assumed identity, in other words.
A fictional character in an imaginary television show.
You say. I put it to you that Corporal so-called McAndrew is a mere fabrication.
That's what I'm saying.
Invented by the Crazian overlord so that you could stand around near the Brigadier and the Doctor and find out their plans. I put it to the court that you, Corporal McAndrew, are Crazian from the planet Cray.
Your Honour, I appeal to you.
Most certainly do not.
This trial is a travesty.
Quite agreed. I'm going to put a stop to it right now. It is my considered opinion that the case for the defence is proven. And it's my recommendation that Corporal McAndrew be taken from this place to another, where scientists can put him in an airtight box and carry out tests to find out how he works.
Excellent. Excellent.
Here he is, aren't you, old fella? He's nearly 16 now. I just want what's best for Billy.
Yes, his big problems.
Yeah, what we got to do, we got to take Billy to the square, yeah, and then we get a divorce, yeah, and we go to the bulls with sticks, yeah, and then we let off the firecrackers behind them, boom bang, yeah.
So, the bulls, they're sharp, but the streets, they are narrow. He can only run towards Billy. A thunder, he's a thunder, he's a thunder. Their hooves are kicking up at the dust.
Yeah, and Billy, he want to run, so he let out a faint but no, his legs, they are arthritic and he cannot get away.
Well, if you think it's good for Billy.
No, it's very bad for Billy. Billy go crash in the flat.
Yeah, but all the time we drink much wine and we run through the streets, smashing the windows.
Or we could give him anti-inflammatory drugs.
The anti-inflammatory drugs, please.
Yes, I do know what is the newspapers. First of all, they go and find people what are on the television or in the government or football. And they say, yes, we love you, and now you are our best friend. And the newspapers who take photos of the people and they put them on the front of the page. And the papers like it best if the people are called Norweka or Gaza or Spicy Spice or a member of parliament. But then if that person does do something naughty, like if a Spicy's bosom fell out, or if one man got bare with another man, or especially if someone did let a prosy tart kiss him down his underpants, then the newspapers go, ha, now we got you, and they're hiding in the bushes and they take a photo of the person bending over on holiday with a big bottom. And this time they are furious and they say, now you are not our best friend anymore. And they get inside the person's house and they look in an old shoebox and find lots of photos of when the people look glum or like a tramp. And then that person doesn't get any more jobs. And the newspaper police put them in prison and they shrivel up into a tiny ball of dried up meat. And when they die, they get put in a porpoise grave. And the only way they can get out of it is if they say, oh, I'm sorry, I only done a bad thing because I'm an alcoholic and I'm hung up in an orphanage. And then the papers, but the papers do get crossest of all with the royal family, for because they said the Queen did be mean to the pretty lady what you cannot mention anymore, for because she is an angel in heaven above. Even though they did used to say she went on too many summer holidays. So now instead the papers can pick on the fatty ginger princess. Yeah, called Porgy. Yeah, well, and she would write to the Queen and say, sorry I done a naughty. Can I come home now and live with Prince Randy Andy and his handy dandy again? So the papers is happy because at least they got one person to be nosy about. And that is what is the newspapers. It is, it's true.
More from Morwenna next week, but on a new night at a new time. Join her on Wednesday evening at 11:30.